just take that time to be in your own mind and to be reflecting on something, but be deliberate about it. Pick a thing that is going to be worth reflecting on. Maybe it's about your career journey to now. Maybe it's about the team goals or the team aspirations. Maybe it's about how your organization is going on its 5-year strategy. But take that opportunity and be deliberate about the time to reflect. Hi, and welcome to Helping You Perform. I'm your host, Paul Teasdale. Over a career working with high-performing teams from across the globe, including 7 years working with Formula One team McLaren, I've learned a lot about what it takes to drive results. In this weekly podcast series, I'm going to be bringing you tips, tricks, and insights from the world of Formula One that you can apply for your organisation for your own high performance. Enjoy. Hi everybody, and welcome to another episode of Helping You Perform, where I'm bringing my tips, tricks, insights and stories from the world of F1 and helping you to apply them so that you can accelerate your own performance. I hope you enjoyed last week's episode, which is episode number 38. So we're getting through a load of these, and it's been great to look back on some of them recently and to get a few sort of insights and inspiration for myself, really, to remind myself as to what good has come out of my time in the world of Formula One and other high-performing teams. And that's what I want to reflect on today. So last week's episode was all about strategic and innovative partnerships. So how can you think of new ways to partner with people and not just have a transactional relationship, but what else can you do? Today, I wanted to focus on reflection because I've been reflecting. I've had a bit of time over the weekend. I've had a long weekend away with some friends, been enjoying the Rugby World Cup final, been watching some amazing sport with some amazing friends, actually including the guy who originally connected me into McLaren and gave me my opportunity to come into the world of Formula One. And that gave me the opportunity to reflect. So reflection is such an important part of learning, and it's a really important part of ensuring that you're not burning out as well, which is another topic that we've talked about at some point. So reflection is all about just taking that time, deliberate time, to step back, look at what you've achieved, be grateful for the things that you've done, and recognize yourself for the success that's got you there, and thank yourself for getting there as far as you have under what is undoubtedly a set of circumstances that is unique to you and will have its own challenges all the way through. And that's what I've been reflecting on recently. Is the last year or so has been tumultuous, shall we say, at the best of times, but through the help of my friends, my family, my children, my parents, everyone who's been there to support me, being able to do things and get as far as I have by keeping at it and having that consistency. But a key part of that has always been about reflection, standing back and saying, is this working? How could it work better? And that, we talked about the debrief in one of the previous episodes. I'll see if I can find out which episode it was, episode 22. So if you want a good look at the debrief and how that's used in Formula One, then go back to episode 22 and have a listen to that, because it's a very similar thing. It's about reflecting on what's worked well and what hasn't worked well. What can we do better next time? But reflection is at a personal level. It's all about saying, where am I now? Am I doing the things that I need to do to move me in the direction that I want to be in? And at a business level, it's just the same. It's taking that opportunity to say, where are we? We set ourselves a goal, generally, or we set ourselves a direction or an aspiration. Now, where are we now? What have we done that has got us to where we are today? What got in the way? What are some of the things we didn't quite see happening? And what can we learn from next time? Because there won't always be an exact next time, but the lessons that are there and the lessons that you can pull out in terms of what went well as what didn't go so well, and again, a really important part of the debrief there, those will serve you well in future because they'll help you understand who you are as an organization, as a team, as an individual, and they'll help you to understand what are the things that you find challenging, what are the things that inspire you, What are the things that have got you to where you are today so that you can do more of it? And what are the things that you have found to be the things that you didn't necessarily see coming, but on reflection, you probably could have if you've had a different perspective? And that's a great way of reflecting and saying, well, if I'd only just talked to a few different people, or maybe if I'd have had an opportunity to do some wargaming or some pre-mortems and things like that, I could have foreseen this as a possibility. It might not have, the risk of it might have seemed low, but I could have at least started to put some things in place. And this can be, as I said, equally as important for the individual, the team, and the organization. And when I was at McLaren, that debrief process, that reflection on the history of the business, what's got us to where we are today, connecting the team with that to say, this is our history. This is the DNA that's in this organization because it's born of Bruce McLaren. It's born of the story. It's born of the days of Ron Dennis and the teams that have got us to where we are today. And we're going to use that as the foundation for what we're doing. But we're going to build on that. We're going to take the good stuff. We're going to continue doing it and get even better at it. And we're going to take the things that have been challenging and make sure that we're set up for future success. And that's my challenge for you today, is just to spend some time reflecting. It doesn't have to be hours on end. It doesn't have to be deep meditation. It can be whatever works for you. One thing that I found works really well for me is just to have a walk outside. Get yourself out there with no distractions. Turn that phone off, get the headphones out, and just take that time to be in your own mind and to be reflecting on something. But be deliberate about it. Pick a thing that is going to be worth reflecting on. Maybe it's about your career journey to now. Maybe it's about the team goals or the team aspirations. Maybe it's about how your organization is going on its 5-year strategy. But take that opportunity and be deliberate about the time to reflect. Because reflection is one of the key things that's going to get you from where you are now and accelerate you to your future performance. So hopefully you'll get an opportunity to do that. I'd love to hear your stories about how that's being applied for yourself, how that's being applied for your teams and your organization. And as always, if you want to chat further about this, you want to see if I can be of assistance, you just want to hear some more stories or how we can apply this to your specific circumstance, drop me a line through paulteasdale.co.uk, set up that free 30 minutes, and we'll have a chat, and we'll see where it goes from there. I'll see you in the next episode. Thank you for listening to this episode of the Helping You Perform podcast. If you found value in this episode, please take a moment to like, share, or review the podcast. You can reach out to me at any time, either through LinkedIn or through my website at www.paulteasdale.co.uk. I look forward to speaking to you in the next episode.